Here are a bunch of advanced techniques that you may not be aware of in God Hand. Step Back Kick and Fist of God. Pairing Step Back Kick along with Fist of God completely changes the way to approach the game by giving Gene a much-needed boost in mobility. The animation of Step Back Kick starts off with a swift back step which is followed up by a kick, hence the name Step Back Kick. What's so great about this technique is how the back step can be cancelled with a dodge. With the right timing, Gene can back away and circle around enemies, allowing for smooth repositioning. Despite looking like a dodge, the back step animation has no invulnerability frames. Fist of God is the upgraded version of Fist of Justice. The technique got buffed with a forward lunge property. Now combining Step Back Kick to get in and out of enemies' range with Fist of God's lunge lets you get back into the action and home in into the nearest enemy. Step Back Kick becomes available at the shop starting from stage 4 for 9,000 gold, or can be found inside a chest after defeating a demon. As for Fist of God, the technique is only available on a New Game Plus file and costs 60,000 gold. Axe Kick and Axe Kick follow-up pressure. Axe Kick and its follow-up are part of the locked moveset you start the game with. Once an enemy is on the ground, get close to them and hold up on the left stick and press triangle at the same time. Triangle can be held in order to charge Axe Kick for more damage as well as giving the technique a juggle property that can lift enemies up in the air and stagger them. Press triangle again for the kick follow-up which also shares a juggle property that can lift enemies up even higher right at the perfect height for an air launch kick follow-up, knowing that this technique can be used as a way to catch enemies as soon as they're getting up in order to keep the pressure on them. Very nifty. Running slide setup. Paired with the previous technique, a running slide can be used to set up to follow up with an axe kick. This may also catch enemies as they are launched against a wall for some extra damage and stagger time. While running, tap the X button to slide. As a side note, a running kick or running headbutt doesn't track as well as a running slide. Neutral dodge and concentrated attack focus lock. Gene will automatically track the nearest enemy upon landing attacks or dodging. The lock-on is generally determined by the distance between the player and an enemy, although it can feel random and janky at times whenever fighting more than one enemy and you'll feel like you targeted the wrong guy by mistake. Worst case scenario, the game will still target an enemy after a launch and you'll end up punching their general direction instead of the guy right in front of you. There's no helping it as this is how the game was designed and there is no way to manually change targets. Bummer, so by pressing the dodge button, or any face button, Gene will reset his status and the camera will, hopefully, make the camera face the closest enemy nearby. Air launch kick buffer hard counter. Enemies can dodge out of the way with a fancy backflip whenever they are airborne. There is a way to keep the pressure and catch them as they dodge by buffering an air launch kick input whenever an enemy is being juggled. Hold up on the left stick and press triangle at the same time, either preemptively as they are being lifted or on reaction during the air backflip animation. As a rule of thumb, enemies tend to air backflip more often while being juggled using multi-hit techniques. Full square slot combo chasing. A fancy way to fully incorporate all 6 square slots techniques as a way to keep the pressure on an enemy, and potentially stagger them with counter hits. The full square combo chain has to be planned in advance by experimenting at the training area. In this footage the current square setup is punch, followed by elbow spin, triple side kick to slightly push the enemy away as they are blocking, followed by low kick, elbow spin 2 and heel drop. Let's play it back but in real time. Notice how the heel drop was calculated to land right as the enemy gets stunned in order to trigger the pummel animation and dodge the projectile. Pretty cool. In this footage, the square setup is stinging bee, floating butterfly, low kick, elbow spin, stomping fist, and elbow vortex. Let's play it back but in real time. Impressive, very nice. I hope you have learned something new and will try to incorporate these advanced techniques as you play. Take it easy, God Handers.